We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brought him down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Williams. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
40-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The tackle made just
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Back at the 44.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
For Tyreek Hill.
But instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
44 the mic. 44 the mic. Check.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Oh, had to get it out quick, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Chiefs 7.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From midfield, here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mahomes going to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Carry for Kansas City.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Third down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. Able to push his way through. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
Chiefs.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First down, Kansas
Not only have
City.
they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Kansas City.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier. And Ndamukong Suh on the stop. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score, Buccaneers 14, Chiefs 7.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
38-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Wait, put it. Mike is 15. Hey, go 66. I think you got it, sir. Mike's 59. Mike's 30.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Chiefs 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
16 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Chiefs 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defense.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. S1W12 Jr. picks it. And some space here. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Chiefs 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards and Lair out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run here with Jason Huntley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
On the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
That one complete to Hill. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 at the 22.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brought down at the 8.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Easy. Ready? Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Football with the mic. Mike, 50.
And looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Sugar! Reload!
From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Calais, the ball carrier.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Huntley, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jason Huntley, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
from the 5. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ryan Glasgow able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
What we got? Mike spot 9, Mike spot 3. Hit. Don't let him breathe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Round 80. Round 80. Come on. Check 59, right? Regular.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.